Rushine, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good. How is it?
Everything is good.
How are you feeling after signing a new contract?
I'm very happy, obviously. You know, from the first moment I arrived at Simba, I felt a real connection with the fans. You know, the way they welcome me, and just the appreciation, really. You know, so I'm very happy that I can continue my stay here.
Who was the first person that you told after you have signed the deal?
My first person is my mom, of course.
How was she feeling?
No, she's obviously happy for me. You know, she's one person who knows what I've been through. You know, it hasn't been easy for me. You know, but she can obviously see right now that I'm in a good space. You know, so she also wants me to continue at Simba. You know, so she's very happy, of course.
What's the reason that you have signed a new contract here?
Like I said, obviously I came here to play football, and I'm doing that. But one of the main reasons is, I feel a real connection with the fans, you know, with the club, and I've really just enjoyed my football here, really, you know. And like I said, I'm just very, very happy, you know, and I hope that we can continue to create memories and bring the club more success.
What's the goal in the future, maybe?
The goal in the future is to, hopefully compete towards the knockout stages, of course. I think that's the level that we should aim at, and obviously try and win the league. Simba hasn't won the league in a while, so I really do think that we have the players to be able to do that, you know. So yeah, that's something I'm looking forward to.
You think you can achieve that?
100%. Like I said, we've got the players. It's just for us to believe it. You know, there's no use. There's no use. We have the players, but we don't have the confidence within ourselves. We've showed it in moments. You know what we can do. It's just important for us to now just have that confidence and show it week in, week out. We should never get tired of winning. You know, Simba's a big club, and we've got a big responsibility to make our fans proud. You know, one thing I also love about Tanzania is the fans. They're very passionate about football. I've seen it, and that's something that drives me.
In just 8 months at the club, do you think we have seen the best of the Reuck?
I'm very self-critical. You know, I'm never gonna say I'm in my best form, because I always feel like I can do more. Even after a good performance, I still go home and I look at what I've done wrong. So obviously, I do think that I'm in a good space and I've been doing well, but I always feel that I can do better.
Where did that confidence come from?
The confidence just comes from playing football. I've been playing football for a very long time, you know, and I have a lot of self-belief. You know, I've obviously played at a high level for a very long time in Africa, so it comes from that, really, and also the work that I put in, the way I prepare for football games, and just how I analyze teams and my mindset, really. You know, I'm someone who wants to win, and I'm a winner, so yeah, the confidence really comes from that.
What do you think has to improve?
What has to improve? I think holistically, it's just for all of us to have a winning mentality. Like I said, we should never get tired of winning. You know, Simba's a big club. We have to remind ourselves this, and we are servants of the game, really. You know, we at service. We have to do the best that we can, because there's a lot of players who wants to be in this position, 100%. You know, so we need to realize that, and we have to do our best whenever we get an opportunity to play for the club, really.
If you have anything maybe to speak with the Simba fans?
Yeah, no, to the Simba fans, to say thank you. You know, from the moment I arrived, like I said, when the team announced me, I felt so much love. I've never felt this much love in my career, I can say. And that's why I say I've got this connection with them, really. You know, and that's something that really, really drives me, honestly. It drives me to do the best that I can every single day, every single time I step onto the pitch when we're playing official games. And, you know, sometimes my best is not always going to look the best, but, you know, I try and be honest with my performances and show on the field that I'm working. So, yeah, I just want to say thank you to them.
Enjoy.
Thank you.